Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Utah Jazz. And the Jazz start out with the ball. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Abdul-Jabbar, Wade out there with Robertson. Then there's Irving, and it's Garnett in at the 4. Second chance shot, Howard can't hit. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
5 to shoot. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Anthony. Nice move. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Here's Robertson, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And it's the Jazz's ball. Now Doncic. The pass to Anthony. Fires from 14, and that's good for 2.
And Allen showing good recognition on that play to set up a teammate for the basket.
Here's Robertson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Giannis passes to Doncic. Fires from deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The shot by Robertson, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Anthony can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Anthony after the miss from Kevin Garnett. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Wade outside. It's Garnett on the wing. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Irving kicks to Wade. Lob pass to Garnett. Giannis against Garnett. Here's Antetokounmpo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Out to the right wing. Robertson passes to Garnett. Back to Robertson. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Allen outside. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Howard. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Howard. Worthy comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shane Battier is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Dumars in for Doncic. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Cooper, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's Dumars over Wilkins. The Jazz again can't hit it.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
They get it back. Goes up again. Nice D from Dumars.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A simple rule, guys. Never foul a jump shooter like Battier. Normally, they are reliable at the free throw line.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the evening. No good on the free throw. Mirovic, he's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Here's Boston. Outside, Pierce. Boston again missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Michael Cooper reportedly doesn't cut his fingernails. Opposing players have actually complained about leaving games with huge scratches down their arm.
Celtics trailed by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Pierce. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Worthy, the pass to Cooper. Robertson against Worthy. Here's Cooper. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Mikal Bridges checked in for Utah. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 2. Here's Dumars. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Robertson. Goes back up. Here's Gilmore. Kicks it out to Robertson. Here's Gilmore. Can be covering. Here's Mirovic. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Jazz leading by 5. Tries from 10. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Can be against Robertson. To stop the drought, there's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Robertson.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Outside Dumars. Over Robertson. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out in front, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Howard is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Allen, and it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Doncic dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Wade kicks to Mirovic. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Defended by Allen. Wade. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Ray Allen picks one up.
And Wade selling that pump fake well. He's fantastic at getting defenders off their feet.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
The first free throw is good. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Boston. Both free throws good from Wade.
Hard not to be impressed by Dwayne Wade's natural ability as a scorer. I mean, he works hard, no doubt, but
This guy just has a gift for finding his shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Garnett. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Shoots it up. Again, the Celtics good for two. Utah calls timeout.
Trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
And the Celtics making a change here. Wilkins is checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. A floater. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Wade passes to Irving. McHale right side. Wilkins in the high post. Nice D from Doncic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Wilkins the pass to Wade. To the inside. And Irving throws it down.
One of the very best. Wade will get you the rock.
Jazz trailed by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Giannis. Doesn't go for him. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Wilkins. Great D that time from Giannis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Wilkins. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Wade. Sweet little floater. Wade's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Garnett. Feeds to Irving. Another shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Jazz trailed by 3. Doncic finds Antetokounmpo. Allen with it. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Allen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Pass to Garnett. Here's up top. He's guarded by Battier. And Garnett with the slam.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Wade against Cooper. Battier, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Offensive rebound. Utah trailing here. Now the pass to Cooper. Wade with the block. Robertson with it. Here's Garnett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Shoots the ball as well as any big. Very versatile out on the floor. Garnett draws a lot of contact here.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Worthy dishes to Dumars. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Step back and squared up. Dumars got his second basket of the night.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Robertson outside. Pass to Garnett. Shoots over Worthy. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got 3 assists in the game. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 4.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. After a slow start, they turned up in the second quarter, going into the half with a 4-point lead. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there? Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Dwayne Wade. Garnett is out there with Irving. Then there's Robertson. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Anthony against Irving. Snatched up. Howard. Yes! And the foul. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And that's just super strength there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw no good for Howard. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Celtics. The lead is 2. Pass to Robertson. Passes it to Irving. Over Howard. Offensive rebound. No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Doncic left side. And there's the pass to Howard. For the tie. They grab their own miss. Outside Anthony. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Utah gets it back.
Rough start to the second half for them. Only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Out to the right wing. Back to Irving. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Antetokounmpo finds Allen. Doncic looking it over. Oh, Doncic from way outside.
And it's so hard to take away the three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Some changes for Boston. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Garnett. Wilkins comes in for Irving. And it's Maravich in for Dwayne Wade.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
The 11-footer. Here's Allen. Banked in off the glass. Allen's got 5 now. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Wilkins, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. OG Anunoby comes in for Anthony. Bridges, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Cooper in for Luka Doncic. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Good on the second free throw. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Celtics trail by 4. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And it's Utah's ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Bridges outside. Here's Anunoby. The Jazz with another miss. Pierce the pass to Maravich. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, DA, thanks for the report. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Campbell. The 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Paul Pierce. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he hits the first of 3. For the Jazz, James Worthy's checked in for Howard. Battier comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Dumars in for Mikal Bridges. And he nails the 3rd. Celtics trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They get it again. Abdul-Jabbar. And he makes good on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 points so far.
And don't let the lean physique fool you. Kareem with the strength to finish through contact as well as anybody who's ever played.
Goes up on the wing. Dumars misses. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Maravich against Canby. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich. He's got 7.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Jazz up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. We've got Doncic, Antetokounmpo out there with Anthony, then it's Allen, and it's Cooper in at the 2. Doncic with the bucket.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
And here's Robertson outside, and the 3 ball is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Passes it to Cooper. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Indiana, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Cooper kicks to Anthony. Over Irving. The shot by Anthony, no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
From deep, Robertson, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
And the pass to Anthony. Over Garnett. Bank shot, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Wade drives in, misses from close range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The shot missing. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's Allen. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Celtics trailed by 5. Robertson outside. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
And the Jazz making a change here. Howard's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Garnett. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 10.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Robertson, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound, Boston. Garnett's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Jazz leading by 7. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
To the middle, it's Solomon to Kumbo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Julius Erving.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He gets the first, and that will push the lead to double digits.
And free throws go by the wayside because of Luka's dominance everywhere else on the floor, though he's got to improve from that area.
Pass to Garnett. .124 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Robertson dishes to Erving. Shot clock at 6. Over Anthony. And the shot is long. On offense, here are the Jazz. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Howard. Misses off the left iron. Howard's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Garnett. He can't get it to go. Giannis with some nice D. Allen outside. On the wing, Doncic. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Howard. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's Wade. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the grown man strength of Wade powering his way through the contact.
Here's Dumars. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's Utah with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. They've got Holmgren. Stephen Curry is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Malone in at the 5. Clock at 6. Lucas can't get it to go. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. No good on his first attempt of the game. Now Jokic. Pass to Iverson. Banked it in off the glass.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Here's Bryant. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And here's Holmgren. The 3. Bryant, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Jokic passes to Iverson. And here's Jokic. Pass to Edwards. Here's Lucas. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Lucas can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Good work there as it goes.
Now, not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Jokic. And here's Edwards. Now Jordan. Here's the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Holmgren with it. Here's Malone, covered by Jokic. From 12 feet. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
That's exactly how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his space to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Phoenix calls timeout. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic passes to Iverson. Driving in. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The Suns leading. Here's Jordan. Shoots over Bryant. The rebound by Malone.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Tatum can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Bryant, the pass to Malone. The fader. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Lucas. Now Edwards. Right wing. Ewing passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
2 points. That one goes.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And the Suns with possession. Johnson against Bryant from the elbow. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Pass to Curry. Here's Parrish. A minute 22 left in the first quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rice. And the 17-footer goes down.
The size advantage gives them a nice, clean look from mid-range.
Johnson against Bryant. Here's Iverson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Iverson's got 9.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Malone. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he drops the first. The Suns making a switch here. Rose is checked in, and he makes both free throws.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
The kick out to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Booker against Rose. San Antonio again missing. And here are the Suns now. They lead by 4. Johnson passes to Lucas. Edwards looking for an opening. Over Williams. Edwards can't hit. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Jordan in at the small forward position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Rose. Back to Brunson. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. First shot won't go. Knocked away. Here's Tatum. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
Rose outside. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
That free throw good from Booker.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Curry, he's checked in for San Antonio. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Iverson looking to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Iverson's got 11 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Brunson against Curry. Pass to Holmgren. There's the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Holmgren's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brunson against Curry. It's hauled in by Kobe. San Antonio leading. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And he lobs it up. Unseld. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Curry. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. And it's Holmgren missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 6.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
The 3 from Curry, on target from range. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Iverson passes to Brunson. Shoots over Curry. Here's Jokic. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Bryant. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Jokic with it. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Unseld. Shot is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Phoenix calls timeout, and the NBA adding a minimum amount of games played for major awards now. What do you think about that, Brent?
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact that everybody's going to have to reach a certain marker in order to be eligible. That keeps guys hungry, keeps guys wanting to be healthy and work through injuries and push themselves a little bit. It also forces teams to get their star players on the floor and do what they can to make sure that they're getting the production that they need from the guys that they're paying most. So I love the NBA adding that minimum amount of games for these awards to be handed out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
The Suns making a switch here. Rose is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Rice. There's a minute 26 left to play in the half. Some solid defense from Edwards.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Rose. Here's Ewing. That one drops for him.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Brown passes to Williams. Here's Malone. The fadeaway. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Brown against Johnson. To the paint. Ewing, no good.
Gotta appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. Here's Rice. Gets the 3 ball to go. 5 points in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. That one is off. Inside. Here's Williams. And the layup falls. And it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so the San Antonio Spurs ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under 40%. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Kobe Bryant is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Malone in at the 5 spot. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. And they get it back. And here's Edwards outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Fades. Yep, that one's good. Malone's got 6.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Iverson. He's got 11. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Lucas. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. San Antonio leading. Now here's Bryant.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Lucas passes to Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Curry looking it over. Oh, they get a hand on it. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Pass to Lucas. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's Edwards outside. Drains the triple. Edwards got 6 here in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Tatum passes to Holmgren. Up top, Booker. Back to Holmgren. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Lucas. And so Jokic will bring it up for Phoenix. Edwards, the pass to Iverson. Here's Jokic. Rebound, San Antonio. Parrish has got 4 rebounds in the game. Tatum against Edwards. Rejected by Jokic.
What instincts from Jokic. Saw that play develop and got right to the spot.
Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Booker surveying the D. It's hauled in by Lucas.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Bryant against Jordan. Lucas passes to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Over Holmgren. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, great D from Chet there. That is his calling card. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Jordan, the pass to Iverson. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Iverson. 11 points in the game.
Probably better off passing on that shot with him all in his face.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Now here's Booker. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Jokic. Here's Lucas. He's covered by Holmgren. Parrish with a rebound. Parrish has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bryant finds Booker. Bryant against Jordan. Back to Booker to snap the cold streak. The Suns clear it. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And the Spurs with possession here. 2-point game. Holmgren, the pass to Unseld. Here's Richmond. Jacks up a three.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of three. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And San Antonio with a change here too. Curry's checked in. And he nails the third. So it's Phoenix now. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Rose against Curry. Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Spurs. Unseld, the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Unseld. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Unseld's got his second basket.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Williams with it. Step back shot. No good on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, leading by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
The way we keep a lead is to keep making stops.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Johnson. He's out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Ewing in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Baseline try. Rebounded by Unseld.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Here's Unseld. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Rose. Uses the glass on the layup.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
The 3 from Curry. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Rose. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Now Jordan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Defensively, They've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. The Spurs making a switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Count it. Good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Edwards, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Edwards. Tatum with some nice D.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Malone. And here's Curry. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Lucas. Lucas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Brunson is checked in for Johnson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Bryant, no good.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Edwards. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Tatum's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Devin Booker, a shooting guard that does have some point guard skills.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by San Antonio. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's Booker. Bryant outside. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Parrish. Here's Malone. Covered by Jokic. That one goes in. Malone's gotten 4 this quarter. The Suns trailing. Phoenix calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
You just simply can't measure how valuable he's been to them tonight. Using his head, great shooting percentage, not taking any bad shots. Wow, that led to a pretty spectacular game.
Jordan's checked in for the Suns. Holmgren, he's checked in for San Antonio. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
San Antonio calls timeout. Tatum passes to Booker.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Booker, the pass to Bryant. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
When this team needs a bucket, it naturally looks for Jason Tatum, and he typically comes through.
Here's Iverson. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
Here's Malone, and he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Booker. Here's Iverson. He's covered by Curry. Count it.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
And no reason to settle in that situation. If they're going to give that up, he's going to take all of it.
Now here's Bryant. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Tatum looking it over. Tatum with another miss.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
And this is where leaders come through. Can Edwards cash in at the stripe? We'll see.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Bryant from deep three-point land. Here's Holmgren. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Jordan to tie it up. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's Curry. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Bryant, covered by Jordan. Bryant, no good.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you later.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls. And in Chicago to start out. So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Doncic out there with Allen. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Howard. And it's Anthony in at the 3. 2 points. That one goes.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Now here's Howard. Doncic outside. Chicago grabs the miss. LeBron outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And once LeBron gets the ball in the painted area, the force he plays with, it's hard not to foul him.
And he's good on the second. And here is Doncic. He kicks to Howard. Now Giannis. Doncic outside. Outside Anthony. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range.
Such a pure shooter. Carmelo Anthony with the ball in his hand. It's money.
Here's Stockton. 17-foot shot on the way. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And it's sent back by Howard.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, he carved out a lot of space down low. Dwight Howard's a guy who works to get rebounding positioning.
Stockton looking around. Bounce pass Pippen. Here's Robinson. Robinson can't get that one to fall.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Howard against James. Here's Malone. And again, unable to change momentum here. Robinson against Anthony. Doncic outside. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Malone.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And so James will bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. And the basket is good.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better scores, some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and they get it back. And it's slammed in by Howard.
You know that's where Howard wants to go. Where's the rim protection?
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Here is Stockton. James right side. Robinson passes to Stockton. LeBron outside. Robinson dishes to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Shane Battier is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Boston. Doncic against Nash. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for Pippen. And Utah also making a switch. Cooper, he's checked in for Ray Allen. It's Battier on the wing. Back to Doncic. For the three. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14.
The suffocating defense by Pau Gasol using his length and agility to affect that shot.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Cooper.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
The Jazz making a switch here. Camby's checked in. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cooper. Good on the triple.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Houston. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Cooper, and it's blocked. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Mutombo's checked in, and a switcher also for Utah. Dumars is checked in, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Nash, the pass to Houston. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Houston's got 5.
And we see Houston take a healthy amount of threes for a reason. This guy very accurate from beyond.
And Dumars gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Houston. He has 5. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Giannis passes to Bridges. Rejected by Gasol. And so it's Utah heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Anthony is out there with Worthy. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Dumars. And it's Jordan in at the 5.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Nash. Launches it. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Nash has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. Well, John Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Anthony, the pass to Jordan.
Savvy play by Carmelo. He knows the defense expects him to fire, so he makes a pass to an open teammate.
Pass to LeBron. Oh, Worthy with the block. Tries again. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Robinson's checked in for the Bulls. Stockton comes in for Nash. Utah also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jordan. Allen comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Cooper in for Joe Dumars. The pass to Pippen. Here's Malone. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. That shot, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wasted no time on that one. And 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
There's that touch from outside. Love seeing Melo rise up with confidence.
Floats it up. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
Cooper kicks to Allen. Here's Howard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on David Robinson. For Utah, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And that one misses.
I respect how Dwight has adapted his game over the years, starting out as a rookie superstar and becoming a well-seasoned veteran.
Stockton outside. Passes to James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You see the physicality of LeBron. Doesn't fear absorbing contact on the way up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Battier. Poke loose. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with Orlando, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
LeBron passes to Pippen from the arc. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Battier outside. Back to Doncic. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. Here's Howard. The layup off target.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
James misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Here's Howard. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Gasol's checked in for Chicago. The Jazz also changing it up. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Howard.
Timeout.
And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Shane Battier. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. The Bulls making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in. OG Anunoby's checked in for Utah. Bulls on D. 11-point game. And it's Giannis missing. James looking it over. Floats it up for James. Stockton against Doncic. Rejected by Gasol. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. So it's the Jazz now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Anunoby.
Making a great play to challenge the shot. LeBron's D can shut you down.
Down low, Stockton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Jazz. They lead by 11. Count the basket.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And the basket by Mutombo.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Back to Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
LeBron kicks to Mutombo. James outside, just 5 to shoot. That's tipped, stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Jazz. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer, no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Jazz lead by 13.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy.
And that should.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Stockton. Gasol out there with Malone. Then there's Pippen. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Jazz leading by 13. Here's Doncic. Pass to Giannis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
James checked in for Gasol. And the second free throw, good. Now here's James. 6 points for him. Floats it up for Pippen. And a minute played as the second half gets going. They get a hand on it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Rebound by Stockton.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
The pass to LeBron. Here's the floater. Back to Stockton. James finds Stockton. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
The Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Dumars, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Passes it to Malone. Stockton outside. Shoots over Dumars. Stockton can't get it to go. Utah leading by 15. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, last season, the NBA created newly designed trophies to honor the major player awards. Each is named after an NBA legend, including Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, John Havlicek, and George Mikan. And Kevin, while the honor itself will always matter most, having some hardware with a famous player name isn't hurting anybody's hopes. Back to you.
Oh, I agree, David. Thank you.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
James dishes to Robinson. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Mathieu comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Cooper in for Ray Allen.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Mathieu outside. Over LeBron. And too long on the shot.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Considered one of the strongest players in the league, Malone doesn't get distracted by a little contact.
Some changes for Chicago. Latumbo is checked in for Robinson, and Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for LeBron. The Jazz also changing it up. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Howard. And James Worthy is subbed in for Anthony. Dumars against Nash. Shoots over Dumars. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Bridges checks in. Nash with it. .127 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Houston. The rebound by the Jazz. 22 is their biggest lead. Cooper against Nash. Cooper the pass to Worthy. Kicks it to Battier. Pass to Cooper. 6 to shoot. No good.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Houston. Defended by Bridges. The shot. Houston's shot's good. Houston's got 7 points in the game. Jazz leading by 15. .30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's blocked.
A really smart defender. Battier positions himself really good there for the block.
He dishes it to Worthy. It's Battier on the wing. He kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Cooper. Over Nash. Off target. And so it's Utah. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Antetokounmpo out there with Anthony. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Howard. And it's Allen in at the 2. Inside, Howard. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Here's Pippen. And good that time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Jazz. 11-point game. Allen outside. Shoots over Pippen. And it's slammed in by Howard. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Pippen down low. Defended by Allen.
Tremendous defensive effort from Dwight Howard. He knows how to get the job done on that end.
And stolen by Malone. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Ball's knocked loose, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Robinson's checked in for the Bulls. Chicago calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he talked with the team. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thanks, David.
We don't get too many generational players, and LeBron James, he is definitely one of them.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
He hits both from the stripe.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Anthony's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And again, Chicago turns it over. Utah leading by 11. Doncic looking it over. There's the pass to Giannis. Allen right side. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. Allen's got his first basket of the night.
And love seeing Allen go to the floater there. His touch on these shots is just unreal.
Malone kicks to Stockton. Pippen with a wide open look. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
Allen outside. Passes it to Anthony. Now Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Allen's shot is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Allen's shot is off.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Dumars, he's checked in for Allen. Outside, James. LeBron stuffs it home.
When you need a big bucket, keep it in his hands. LeBron lives for this one.
Utah calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And, guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at it. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on David Robinson.
And Dwight Howard, he's so huge. Once he gets solid positioning, he welcomes the contact on the way up.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Howard. No good on the second free throw. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-5 run. LeBron passes to Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Stockton dishes to Malone. Great D that time from Howard.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
LeBron brushing off the contact.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue. He can still do this. Explosive finish by Howard.
Here's James trying to get open as Robinson. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from James.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Doncic kicks to Dumars. James against Anthony. Robinson with the block. Pippen the pass to James. Over Anthony. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Keeps it alive. And Howard with the second chance points.
The seasoned veteran Dwight Howard, no stranger to having to come through with big shots.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Jazz making a change here. Allen's checked in. Pippen dishes to LeBron. Here's Malone. And that one hits back iron.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Utah with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Stockton left side. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's why people want to play with LeBron. He's always creating good looks for his teammates.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Chicago. This one for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Pippen for 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got Chris Paul, and it's Russell in at the power forward position. Baylor, that's good. And down the stretch of a long regular season here, Grant, this is where teams' training staffs earn their keep.
Absolutely. I mean, teams are so much more advanced than they were when I came into the league. The science, the technology, of course, the medical care, all of it being applied at the highest of levels.
Here's Paul. Pass to Leonard. Smith with the rebound. Here's Billups. First quarter of play, a minute in. Smith finds Adebayo and finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Here's Paul. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Arizon. Here's Smith. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Russell. And here's Leonard. Three-pointer. Oh! And he slams it in one-handed.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Billups. 6 to shoot. Pass to Arizon. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Paul will bring it up for the Knicks. Let's go with a 3. Arizon pulls it in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Baylor. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Arizon misses.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. And while he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Adebayo.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
So both teams making some changes here, and he sinks the second. And here's New York now. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Kuzi. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Both good from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Inside, here's Price. There's the block. Here's Mullen. Puts it up from 15. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Knicks on D. 4-point game. Here's Price. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 4. Releases. Tipped. Here's Kuzi. To the right side. Mullen, the pass to Kuzi. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
.116 left to play in the first. Outside Jones. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And he converts the layup. Adebayo's got 5 now.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Leonard. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Leonard outside. He buries it from 3.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
Jones, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Reed. Still no points. Pass to Price. Just 5 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Leonard outside. 4 seconds left. No good. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks out in front, leading by 5. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for New York. 6 on the shot clock. Reed, no good.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
A nice shot by Mullen.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Billups. Yet to see a basket. To the middle. Here's Smith. And the bucket is good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Mullen, pass to Olajuwon. To the left side wing. Here's Kuzi. Back to Russell. Blocked! Here's Billups. It's deflected. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Mullen misses the jumper from the wing. Mullen's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Harrison. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
And the Knicks miss again. From downtown, Phillips' shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Stolen by Jones. In transition, here they come. They get it back. He shoots again. Harrison misses.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Jones in the post. Here's Harrison. He's got 5. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure's real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at New York. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. To stop the drought. Jones grabs the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Mullen, the pass to Paul. And again, the Knicks missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Baylor, defended by Jones. Outside Paul. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
This guy is so good at getting his man in the air. You know you shouldn't bite on the pump fake by Chris Paul. Yeah, good luck, defender. It's so good.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
The Knicks with the lead. Leonard for 3. Here's Baylor. No good on the 3.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Smith. Defense is right there. Here's Price. Down low. Adebayo passes to Smith. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Paul. The 3 ball. Kept alive. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Timeout.
O'Neal's got 6.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
There's a minute 12 left in the second period. Price, the pass to Jones. Here's Havlicek. From the top of the key. It's rebounded by New York. O'Neal's got rebound number 7 tonight. Knocked loose. They've got numbers. Smith no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Paul. It's tipped.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Jones' shot is good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's a three from Paul. Sinks it from distance. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Here's Havlicek. Here's Price. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here.
That's the end.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. So it's the home team now, trailing by 5.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And for New York, we've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Olajuwon in at the 2 to the paint. Smith passes to Adebayo. Here's Billups. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Leading by 5. O'Neal passes to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Adebayo grabs the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And he can't get that one. Nice D from Paul. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The putback. O'Neal controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 7.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Adebayo. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Keeps it alive. Smith with the rebound.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And stolen by Paul. Pass to Leonard. Adebayo grabs the board.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Reed's checked in for Smith. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Russell. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Bam Adebayo.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Kuzi. Here's O'Neal, hounded by Adebayo. And he jams it home with authority. That gives him a double-double.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Arizon. He's got 7. Adebayo with it. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
O'Neal passes to Leonard. Tries to break his ice. And Havlicek pulls it down.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Pass to Billups. Here's Havlicek. Over Leonard. No good. A bit long that time.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And he knocks down the first one.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
Here's Price. Still without a bucket. Pass to Arizon. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Price gets the bucket. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Kuzi. Misses the layup. Jones with the ball. Got a hand on it. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Hey, great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers. Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Smith, he's checked in for Adebayo. And the Knicks making a change here. .110 left in the third. Pass to Arizon. Now Jones. Here's Reed. Clock at 6. Here's Arizon. He has 7. Another shot. And Smith lays it up and in. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Poke loose. Mullen pass to O'Neal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. O'Neal's got 12 points in the game.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Reed passes to Price. And that one's good. Price has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Paul, shot is off. Outside Jones. Can't connect. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks up by 5. And And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for the Knicks, we've got Chris Paul, and it's Mullen in a shooting guard. And Paul gets it to go.
Chris Paul is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. This guy has been one of the top point guards of his generation and still going strong.
To the inside. Deflected! And he's able to get it back. Reed, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Baylor. And Havlicek pulls it down. Baylor's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Jones. Here's Havlicek. Here's Billups. He's guarded by Paul. To the left wing. Havlicek. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 5 rebounds in the game.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Pass to Mullen. Here's a 3 from Paul. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Jones misses.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Olajuwon, and down it goes. 2 points.
Timeout. Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Adebayo's checked in for Reed. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told them, quote, "If we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride." It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Up top, Paul. Leonard on the wing. Inside. The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The ball's knocked loose. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Paul passes to O'Neal. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jones with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. The first free throw is good. Jones hits them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And it's off from 3-point range. The Knicks with the lead. Leonard outside. Shoots. New York no good that time either.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Havlicek. And that one's good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted, pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
It's kept alive. Here's Smith. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Baylor. To the middle. Here's Russell. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Knicks lead by 6. A minute 58 left to play in the fourth quarter. Arizin pass to Adebayo. Paul taking his time here. Yep, that one goes.
How about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he's unable to get the second one.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely, and that one good.
Now the mid-range absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
Over to the wing. Havlicek. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Knicks.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
Shot clock at 2. Offensive rebound. Out to Leonard. Pass to Paul. For 3. Smith with the rebound. Here's Arizin. Here's Havlicek from the arc. It's not going to go for him.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris